The Eddie Bracken Show with Bill Demarest, Dan Rutherford, and Janet Waldo. Brought to you by Texaco dealers from coast to coast. This is Jimmy Wallington, warning that your car is now halfway through November. See that it is protected all the way against colder weather. See your Texaco dealer for his special fall checkup and changeover. J.B. Labat, famous French historian, in the year 1722, wrote a book of memoirs entitled Nouveau Voyage aux Îles de l'Amérique, in which he said animals of all kinds, including cats, are fond of the banana. Yes, even today the banana is loved. Right now, Sheriff Pringle is eating a banana. The sheriff carelessly throws away the peel right in the middle of the sidewalk. And now, coming up the street, we find Eddie Bracken, singing happily.
Falling in love is wonderful.
Be careful of that banana peel, Eddie. Yes, this is the story of Eddie Bracken. When a fellow's in love, he's light-hearted. But when Eddie Bracken's in love, he's light-headed. Right now, he's headed in the direction of his light-o'-love, Connie Monahan.
Hi, Eddie.
Oh, hello, Connie. Oh, gee, you look so pretty.
Well, thank you, Eddie.
I brought over this portable radio for our date tonight.
I didn't know you had a portable radio, darling.
Oh. Gee, I like it when you call me darling, Connie.
Do you, Eddie?
Uh-huh. I borrowed the radio from Barbara. Wouldn't it be wonderful being up on Observation Hill, just sitting under the stars, looking up at the moon? Just you and me, listening to the wonderful, romantic music on the radio. Maybe Spike Jones and the City Slickers.
Gee, it sounds wonderful, Eddie. I can hardly wait.
What time shall I pick you up, Connie? About 8?
Eddie.
Huh?
I wonder if you'd do me a big favor.
Oh, gosh, sure, Connie. I'd do anything for you.
Would you mind switching our date till tomorrow night?
Switching our date? Why?
Well, this is the only night I can have a date with Otto.
Otto?
Yes, don't you see, Eddie? He's dated up every night in the week, and this is the only other night he has open.
But tomorrow night...
Oh, that's fine, Eddie. Tomorrow night's just swell.
Oh, but wait a minute. I can't go tomorrow night. I have a date with Barbara for tomorrow night.
But you just made a date for tomorrow night with me.
Yes, but the only reason Barbara let me have the radio tonight is because she made me promise to go out with her tomorrow night, and you want me to switch from tomorrow night to tonight, and my date with Barbara tomorrow night is off on account of not going out with you tonight. See?
Well, if you're breaking your date with me for tomorrow night, why are you so angry that I'm breaking my date with you tonight?
But I'm not angry, Connie.
Oh, well, that's fine. What are you going to do tonight, Eddie?
Well, gee, I don't know now, Connie.
Then you won't need the radio.
Huh? Well, no.
Then may we use it?
Well, all right, Connie.
Oh, Eddie, you are the most thoughtful boy. I like you very much.
Ah.
Here's a kiss for you, darling.
What's all the yaddity out here?
Oh, hello, Papa.
How do you do, Mr. Monahan?
How you doing, Mr. Monahan? What are you grinning about, Bracken?
Oh, I'm not grinning, Mr. Monahan. I always look like this when I'm happy.
If I had to look like that to be happy, I wouldn't do it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Monahan.
Well, what are you doing tonight, son?
Well, I'm not doing anything now.
Good. I've got a job for you tonight. I want you to go and make a survey.
Huh?
And find out how many people are interested in getting new houses.
Oh, new houses? You mean you want to insure them, Mr. Monahan?
No, I want to build them.
Build them?
Yeah, that's right, Connie. You remember the fire the other day at the lumber yard?
Yes, Papa.
Well, I took an option on the lumber that was left.
What are you going to do with burnt lumber?
I'm going to build houses with it.
With burnt lumber?
Sure. All you have to do is scrape off the burnt part.
Does this mean you're getting out of the insurance business, Mr. Monahan?
No, but I'm combining insurance with house building. That way, I'll catch 'em coming and going.
Well, will you have to put up the money for the houses, Mr. Monahan?
No, the bank will put up the money for the houses.
Oh, is the bank going to buy the houses?
No, the bank isn't going to buy the houses.
Then why will they put up the money for the houses?
Look, lame brain. First, we sign up the prospect.
Uh-huh.
And then the bank will put up the money for the house.
Who's the prospect?
The prospect is anyone who wants to buy a house.
Well, lots of people want to buy houses, but they haven't got the money.
They don't need the money.
They don't?
No, they don't.
Then who's going to put up the money?
The bank will put up the money.
All of it?
Look, the bank lends the prospect 60% of the money so that they can buy a house. You understand?
Don't you see, Eddie? The bank acts as co-maker for the prospect when they underwrite the loan. The borrower floats the loan, which is insured by the first mortgage.
Well, who puts up the money?
The bank puts up the money.
Oh, I mean the other money, the 40%.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? The prospect puts up the money.
The prospect?
John Doe.
You took in a partner?
John Does are people.
The people in the bank.
John Doe is a fictitious name.
Fictitious?
Yes, that means there's no such person.
Then who puts up the money? I hate to be asking all these questions, Mr. Monahan. I'm not very good at business, but I don't like to see you lose any of the money, Mr. Monahan.
I'm not going to lose any money. The prospect is the one that's going to lose the money.
That's right. The mortgage debt is secured by a trust deed which the bank holds in its capacity as mortgager.
Yeah?
Then the mortgagee, which is the party of the first part, puts up the 40% as collateral.
Yeah? Then who puts up the money?
The prospect.
That's right. So all I have to do is get a list of people who are taking out marriage licenses.
Oh, well, don't you think people that close to getting married already have a place to live, Mr. Monahan?
Well, that's right, Papa. They'll have to have time to go through escrow.
Escrow? But as long as they come back here to live, I don't care where they go on their honeymoon.
Well, why don't you try to get people who are going to get married 6 or 7 months from now?
What do you want me to do? Sneak up behind park benches or spend my nights up on Observation Hill? Hey, that's not a bad idea, son.
Huh?
Yeah, that Observation Hill is a good place to get prospects, all right. Eddie, you go up there and make the survey.
Are you really going through with this thing, Papa?
I certainly am.
If you need a plumber, there's a plumber over in our boarding house who's out of work.
But tell him to come and see me.
Oh, yes, Mr. Monahan. I'll run right over to the boarding house and tell them. And on the way, I'll ask everyone if they're interested in a new house.
And tonight, don't forget to cover every bench and car up on Observation Hill.
Yes, Mr. Monahan.
Now, you go ahead. I want to ask Connie here a few more questions about this thing.
Yes, Mr. Monahan.
Oh, Eddie.
Yes, Connie?
When you're up on Observation Hill taking that survey, stay away from a red convertible.
Just a minute, Eddie Bracken.
Yes, Mrs. Orsendorf?
What's the idea of tearing into the house without wiping your dirty feet? Can't you see I just mopped the floor?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Orsendorf.
And another thing, Eddie Bracken.
Yes, Mrs. Orsendorf.
What's the idea of leaving cinnamon buns in your room for the ants to get at?
Oh, I didn't leave them for the ants, Mrs. Orsendorf. They were for me.
That's no excuse.
Mrs. Orsendorf, I happen to be in a big hurry. I have to find Kilroy. I think I have a job for him.
Good. His rent's been due for 3 weeks.
Well, where is Kilroy?
Just follow the signs.
Is there something wrong with the plumbing?
Yes, and I'd give anything for a plumber like Speedy Sweeney. You could call him 1 minute, and the next minute you'd be in the bathtub taking a nice hot bath. Ah, there was a plumber for you. Good old Speedy.
Did somebody call Kilroy?
Oh, hello, Kilroy. Gee, am I glad to see you. Hey, how would you like a job?
I can't take any job in my state of mind. I'm in love.
Well, why don't you get married?
Oh, I can't get up enough courage to propose to Ethel May. I'm a coward.
But Mr. Monahan needs a plumber, Kilroy, and you need a job badly.
What's the use of having a job when all you have to come home to is an old broken-down heater?
But, Kilroy, look, please tell me you'll take this job because I have to go and make a survey for Mr. Monahan tonight.
I'll settle this. Eddie Bracken, you go down and propose to Ethel May for Kilroy.
Huh?
And Kilroy, you get your tools together and take that job or else.
But, Mrs. Ossendorf, I have to go and see Barbara first down at the Emporium and break the date I have with her. And besides, how would I know Ethel May? Where will I find her?
Oh, that'll be easy. Today she's on display in the window of the Lonely Hearts Club.
Glad to see you.
Hi, Barbara. Gee, those bells you have on the door sure sound pretty. Listen. Oh, they sound swell. I wish I had them on my alarm clock.
I always know it's you, Eddie, because when you ring those bells, they ring in my heart, too.
Oh. They ought to be in a big orchestra like Guy Lombardo's.
Gee, Eddie, I didn't expect to see you again until our date tomorrow night.
Oh, well, that's what I came to see you about, Barbara. You see, I can't go with you tomorrow night.
Oh, Eddie, you're not going to break your promise.
I didn't mean to, Barbara, but you see, Connie
Oh,
said that...
you thief.
Huh?
You tricked me into lending you my portable radio so you could have a date with Connie tonight.
But, Barbara, I don't have a date with Connie tonight. I got to go up on Observation Hill on business.
What kind of business and with whom, Mr. Bracken?
With anybody I can find up there.
Oh, Eddie Bracken, you're terrible. Last week you gave an engagement ring to Purine Pringle, and I thought you proposed to her.
But I
And
didn't propose to her, though, Barbara.
I know you didn't, Eddie, but...
Oh, look, I can't talk anymore, Barbara. I have to catch the bus. I'm going over to the Lonely Hearts Club.
The Lonely Hearts Club? What are you going to do there?
I have to propose to Ethel May Kenny. Barbara. Wait, Barbara. Wait a minute, Barbara.
All right, step lively, please. Step lively. All the choice seats are in the back of the bus. Have your fares ready, please. Have your...
I'm going up to the Lonely Hearts Club.
Well, isn't that delightful?
And on my way down, I'm going to take a poll on this bus.
A poll? You're not going to bring any poll on my bus. You're lucky to get on yourself.
Oh, no, you don't understand. I'm taking a survey like the Gallup poll.
Go gallop to the back of the bus.
I only wanted to find out who'd like to have a new house.
A new house? Young man, are you serious?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, you're just the man I'm looking for.
Pardon me, young man. I'm interested in finding a home.
Oh, would you like one, too?
Would I? Young man, if you have a home for somebody, I intend to get it.
Oh, no, you won't. I saw him first.
Listen,
Oh, but ladies,
listen to my story, young man. I was evicted yesterday for nothing.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes, we had a lovely two-room apartment, and just because my dog ate a hole in the rug and my brother, who's living in the front room with Uncle Charlie, accidentally spilled ink on the ceiling when two of my 4 dogs got in a fight with 3 of my cats, which woke up my little niece, Elvira, who started crying at 2 o'clock in the morning, that nasty landlord threw us out just because he doesn't like children.
Why?
Young man, wait till you hear my story.
You keep out of this.
If I don't get that house, you'll regret it, you little squirt.
Boy,
Look,
listen.
all I wanted was a list of names. You see,
You better not try to welch out of letting me have that house.
I'll say you won't, you little nincompoop. Where is that house?
You promised it to me.
You keep
please,
out
wait
of
a
it.
minute, ma'am. You're twisting my arm.
Well, stop trying to squirm out.
I'm not trying to squirm out.
Wait a minute. Quiet. Wait. Quiet, everybody! Now, look, kid.
But I wasn't doing anything. I was...
Oh, no? You got 'em fighting over you, that's all. Now, listen, lover boy. What do you think this is, a woo wagon?
You don't understand. I'm taking a survey of people who want houses that aren't up yet for only 40% down because the bank is going to underwrite the mortgage and they can move in just after John Doe spends his honeymoon in escrow.
That does it. That does it. John Doe, escrow, 40%. I quit. I can't stand anymore.
Wait a minute, Mr.
You can take this bus and drive it yourself. I'm leaving.
Well, here's the case of transportation breaking down for want of a driver. And your transportation might break down, too, for want of a fall checkup. Let's listen while Jimmy Wallington drives home some good advice.
Car owners, it may be human to delay doing things, but it's inhuman treatment of your car if you wait till the first hard freeze before you change to winter-grade lubricants. And your Texaco dealer has a new changeover that you'll want to get right away when you know how it steps up car performance. He'll change your old oil to Texaco's new and improved Haviland, the motor oil that cleans as it lubricates. Yes, cleans out carbon and sludge, so even your cold engine starts quicker, delivers more power, and more gasoline mileage. And with that great oil change goes a complete Texaco service. Expert protection of transmission and differential. Marfac, Texaco's famous chassis lubricant in vital underparts. Thorough checking of battery, radiator, tires. So make a date for a Texaco fall checkup and changeover. The sooner the better. The better for your car.
Well, Mr. Monahan proposed to build houses out of burnt lumber. Now Eddie is lumbering over to the Lonely Hearts Club to propose to Ethel May. It looks like somebody is going to get burned.
I beg your pardon.
So right out here and don't be bashful.
Is this the Lonely Hearts Club?
Yes. Is yours a lonely heart?
Not exactly. I came here for a friend.
So many men use that approach. There's no reason to be embarrassed.
Well, I wonder if you'd be kind enough to put me in touch with one of your lady members.
I'd be delighted. We have a large list of eligible bachelor girls whom we hope to place before the holidays.
What happens to the leftovers?
Oh, we mark them down for the January clearance.
You have a very interesting club, all right.
We've been very successful. You'd be surprised at the few exchanges we get.
Well, you must have a lot of satisfied members.
All you have to do is ask the man who owns one. We like to feel that they're guaranteed. Not for years, not for life, but guaranteed forever.
Well, gosh, I hope things work out that way for Ethel May.
Ethel May?
Uh-huh.
You mean Ethel May Kenny?
That's right. I'm going to propose to her.
Oh, isn't that grand? She's one of our most charming and most eligible ladies. We've had her in stock for quite a long time.
Well, I'd sure like to see her.
Well, I'll get in touch with her and make an appointment.
Uh-huh.
She'll be awfully happy. The club has hundreds like her who are searching for companionship and good homes.
Oh, you mean they're all in the market for homes, too?
Well, naturally.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Well, I'd certainly like to have a list of their names for my friend, Mr. Monahan. He's the one who'd like to find someone who wants a house right away.
Well, a membership is only $1.
Oh, but I don't want to be a member.
Our list is available to members only.
Well, I'd certainly like to have the list for Mr. Monahan, but $1? Gee.
Wouldn't you like to spend $1 to bring happiness to two lonely hearts?
Well, all right, I'll be glad to, even though I worked very hard for this $1.
You worked hard?
Yes, ma'am. I had to help Bonnie Dean stack 3 tons of fertilizer. Well, goodbye.
Did you send for me, Miss Dixon?
Oh, there you are, Ethel May. There was a very nice gentleman here who wanted to see you.
To see me? Was he serious or just window shopping?
quite serious. He wants to propose to you.
Oh, that poor male.
Now, Ethel May, take a marriage contract with you and make him sign it on the spot.
A marriage contract's a good idea. I'll tell you what. I'll phone him and pick him up in my car and take him up on Observation Hill. It's dark up there.
Come in.
Hi, Connie. How do you do, Mr. Monahan? I have a wonderful list of house prospects for you, Mr. Monahan.
Yeah, I know. One of them phoned me. She's coming over to pick me up. And we're going up to drive up on Observation Hill and clinch the deal.
Observation Hill? Why does she want to go up there?
How do I know? Maybe she figures she can get a better deal up there.
Oh, that must be her now, Mr. Monahan.
Well, here I go. This may be the beginning of a new career.
Well, good luck.
So long. And be careful, Papa.
Don't worry about me.
Bye.
Eddie,
Huh? Yes, Connie?
I have some wonderful news for you.
What is it, Connie?
Well, Otto broke the date that he has with me tonight, and I'd like to go with you tonight instead of tomorrow night.
Oh, that's wonderful, Connie.
Because Otto wants me to go with him tomorrow night.
Oh.
Come in.
Where's Monahan?
Oh, hello, Kilroy.
I don't like you.
What's wrong, Kilroy?
You've made me lonesomer. Mr. Monahan is going to marry my Ethel May.
Huh?
Mr. Monahan? You mean my father?
He joined the Lonely Hearts and stole her away from me.
But, Mr. Kilroy, Mr. Monahan didn't join. I joined for him to get prospects for his new houses.
Eddie Bracken.
Huh?
Well, can't you see what you've done?
What, Connie?
Papa hasn't got a prospect for a house. He's got a prospect for marriage.
Make yourself comfortable, miss, and we'll talk about my proposal.
I'm game, Mr. Monahan.
So you want to get married and settle down, eh?
Oh, yes, Mr. Monahan. Oh, isn't it beautiful up here in the moonlight?
Sure is. Well, let's get going. You're the first prospect I've had.
Well, you're doing fine.
Well, I'm new at this business. I don't know where to start.
To my great disappointment, I've been through this twice before.
But this time you're dealing with a man that knows his business.
Oh, I hope so. I'd hate to see this end up on the rocks.
Oh, don't worry about that. I know my business from the ground up. We'll start out on a solid foundation.
Yes. You know, it's a little chilly up here tonight.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. When we build a house, you'll have one of the biggest hot air blowers in this town.
Oh, I think you're cute.
Do you have any objections to a bay window?
After all these years, I should be fussy. Oh, Mr. Monahan, I think you're going to make me the happiest woman in the whole world.
Not only you, I got a whole list of them.
Oh, you man, you.
Oh, well, I'm a go-getter. If you want to know more about my plans, I'll take you down to the lumber yard and tell you what I have in mind.
Then I'd better get you on the contract right away.
That suits me. I'll bet you never made a quicker bargain in your life.
Oh, you're a good salesman, Mr. Monahan. I have the contract right here. Turn on the headlights and we'll go out and sign them in front of the car.
That's a good idea. I'll turn on the lights.
Hey, you! Douse those lights.
Oh. We better turn the lights off.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I have a pen here that writes in the dark.
You think of everything.
Mr. Monahan!
What's going on? What's the matter?
Mr. Monahan, you didn't sign that contract, did you?
Of course I signed the contract. What do you think I am, crazy?
But, Papa, that's a marriage contract.
A marriage contract? What are you talking about? I'm only going to build her a home.
You better read that contract over again. Papa, you're forging the last link in your own ball and chain.
Hey, wait a minute. How did this mix-up happen?
Well, I can explain everything, Mr. Monahan. When I gave you the list of prospects for the matrimonial bureau, you thought that she wanted to buy a house, and she thought that you wanted to get married to her, you see. But I didn't make any... I couldn't... is it all right?
Come here, you. Come on.
No, not by the necktie. No. Not off Observation Hill, Mr.
Eddie.
Huh? Yes, Connie?
Aren't you glad Otto broke his date with me for tonight?
Oh, gosh. I sure am. You know, it's too bad about your father losing the option on the burnt lumber.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I kind of suspected it wouldn't get past the building inspector.
No, Kilroy and Ethel May certainly make a wonderful couple, don't they?
Mm-hmm. So do we, Eddie.
Oh. I'm sure glad that Ethel May let your father tear up the contract.
Yeah.
It's warm in here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. There's too much light, too. Why don't you turn one of the lights out, Eddie?
Huh?
And we can just look into the fireplace.
All right, Connie. I'll turn this one out. And I think I'll turn this last one out, too. Oh.
Now, come on over here and sit on the couch next to me.
All right.
There.
Where are you? Oh. Gee. Isn't it wonderful just sitting here, looking into the fireplace?
It's cozy, isn't it?
Gosh, yes, Connie. It'd be even better if there was a fire in it.
The Eddie Bracken Show was written by George Hope and Eddie Bracken. It was directed by Nat Wolf. The music was composed and conducted by Paul Smith. Mr. Monahan was played by Bill Demarest, Connie by Ann Rutherford, Barbara by Janet Waldo, bus driver by Wally Mayer, woman on the bus Kathy Lewis, receptionist by Jane Morgan, Ethel May Kenny, Elvia Allman, Mrs. Orsendorf by Patsy Moran. Bill Demarest can soon be seen in the Paramount picture Perils of Pauline. And 2 weeks from tonight, on December 1st, we'll have Bob Hope in person. Your narrator is Jim Bannon.
Trust your car to your Texaco dealer, and you'll drive a car you can trust. Drive in for a special Texaco fall checkup and changeover service. And tune in next Sunday for another performance of the Eddie Bracken Show. Whenever you hear the siren and bell, think of Texaco. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And this is WCBS, New York. 10 p.m., BULOVA, Boulevard Watch Time.